Salute, we back, man. Um, what's up, man? Sorry about that. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Salute to everybody out there, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Sorry about that. We had the technical difficulties, man. Salute to everybody, man. Technical difficulties, man. We good to go, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Everybody watching, whatever you watching that, man.
In a city in crisis, a former Safe Streets leader who is facing federal drug charges now has a warrant out for his arrest. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost joins us live from the newsroom with the latest development. Mackenzie.
Yeah, Maxine, so David Caldwell was once a site supervisor for the Safe Streets program in the Bel Air Edison neighborhood. Now he's facing felony drug charges, and a warrant has been issued for his arrest because he failed to appear earlier this week for his court appearance. And an attorney tells me that this is an example of why questions continue to swirl about transparency surrounding the Safe Streets program. Just over 2 years ago,
was the FBI here this morning?
The FBI came knocking at the Bel Air Edison Safe Street site and then supervisors David Caldwell's home. The FBI seized a gun magazine with 9 live rounds and drug packaging material from Caldwell's house. So far, nothing has ever come from that federal search. By January 2024, Caldwell, who served as the site supervisor of the Bel Air Edison location, no longer worked for Safe Streets. But on the state side, Caldwell remains tangled with law enforcement. In February of this year, Caldwell was seen by police involved in alleged drug deals, according to court documents. Police found a brown paper bag inside Caldwell's suspected vehicle, which was found to contain a black wrapped brick police believed was cocaine. Court records go on to say the BPD detective knows that high-level narcotics traffickers will package their cocaine in pressed packages in a square brick shape, weighing about 1 kilogram. Now Caldwell is facing felony drug charges,
which indicates that because he was charged with having over a kilogram.
Okay, so a program nigga involved in one of these violence interrupting programs, selling drugs on the side. Okay. Okay.
Happening now, a violent crash in Society Hill, rattling neighbors and the cycling community after a driver sped through a red light using the bike lane and causing a crash at the intersection. Also major damage to other vehicles and property.
So many of these kinds of crashes.
I hate bike lanes, man. Look at that shit, man. That could have been a 2-lane street, man. Instead, it's a 1-lane street. And 90% of the time, it ain't nobody riding a bike on the bike lane. 98% of the time, there ain't a fucking bike in that lane. This is part of that green shit. You remember what they said? Green, making green cities. Green, what's that green movement? Remember a couple years ago? They don't talk about it much now, but what was the green shit? The green initiative, going green? Who remembers that from about 5 or 6 years ago? They don't talk about it at all anymore. But it was called green something. Making the cities green or whatever the hell. Shout out to Gauch Malone. Says, here's your challenge before we get cut off. Salute the laughing dog. Yeah, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, Gauch Malone. Yeah, man. Support the channel. We rocking out. We got the website anyway. So if they cut this shit off, I'm always simulcasting on the website. I'm always simulcasting on my website. So you guys can go over there now to the website, and we're simulcasting at the website. Simulcasting on the website. Oh man, what's going on? Yeah, man. I don't know what the hell happened. Okay. Let me see something. There we go. All right. There we go. We up there. We up on the site. We up on the site, man. Salute to everybody out there. We up there on the site, man. We on OckNationNews.com. So never fret. Anytime anything happens here, you can go run to OckNationNews.com. We're always simulcasting there. And we always do the after hours over there too. So make sure you support the channel. He said, "Where am I? I'm right here, man. I'm right here. I'm right here." Salute, man. Support the channel. Thank you guys. You can hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, either place. You hit it over there, we get all the money. You hit it over here, you can get your name on the screen. It doesn't matter to me, man. Just support the channel. I don't care where you support it. We here, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to Anthony Madison, man. Again, Australia. I've been meaning to get to Australia for a few nights, man. We'll get there tonight, man. We'll get to Australia tonight. We may do Australia in after hours, man. How about that? How about that? The things I can't get to on the main show, I'll do in the after hours on when we switch over to OckNationNews.com. I hate these bike lanes. I hate these fucking bike lanes. This green shit. Does anybody remember green AOC? They was making fun of AOC because she was talking about some green cities and shit. Turning cities green. And she had this big proposal to turn cities green. The Green New Deal. That's what it was called. The Green New Deal. They don't mention that shit no more. You notice that? You don't hear a peep about that. I mean, not a single solitary peep about it. The Green New Deal. That's what these bike lanes was about, man. These stupid bike lanes, man.
other vehicles and property.
So many of these kinds of crashes and accidents happening on our streets. Jennifer Lee's live in Society Hill with their calls, bicyclists' calls for safer streets tonight. Jen.
Yes, Jason and Sheba, and you can still see a lot of damage left over and skid marks actually here up and down Spruce Street. And we talked with Philadelphia police. They tell me this driver was going at a high rate of speed after running away from a traffic stop. Home surveillance video shows a large SUV going sideways, sparking down Spruce Street.
About 5 cars were demolished, and this other car was plowed into another one.
This all went down just before 1 a.m. Sunday, October 26, waking up neighbors near the intersection of 5th and Spruce Streets, where you can still see damage. Joshua Grossman was in an Uber that night and witnessed the crash.
All of a sudden, my Uber driver says, "Oh my God," and like veers right a little bit, and this car comes whoosh.
Is he Juice Crew? I'm working on my. I'm trying to work on my. I'm trying to work on my skills. Is this the Juice Crew? Salute to you, Anthony Madison. He says predict big things for your channel. That's what's up.
Past.
The college student shared the dash cam video with Fifth Square Advocacy. The local group posted to Blue Sky Social, and the video has now been reposted over 100 times. You can see the silver SUV speeds down the bike lane through a red light and gets T-boned by a sedan that had the right of way.
Choosing to go into the bike lane through the flex posts, and ultimately the car gets T-boned, and that's why the video is remarkable.
Philly police say the driver of the large SUV is 43-year-old.
That nigga 43 out here living like a teenager, man.
Terrence Williams, who had just fled from the scene of a traffic stop blocks away on South Front Street before getting into this crash. PHL Bike Action posted aftermath video on Instagram, which has now been viewed over 10,000 times. Cycling advocates say Spruce Street needs stronger protection of bike lanes.
I was absolutely dismayed at the fact that vehicle was going so fast in the bike lane.
If there was some type of physical barricade, this person would not have felt so free to speed around a vehicle that was in front of it.
Richard Herskovitz has lived on the block for decades and says drivers need to slow down.
And speed was the issue. I mean, you can clearly see from this that the speed is the issue. And we need some public service way of getting speed down if we can.
Philly police tell us the driver, Terrence Williams, also had multiple outstanding warrants. He now faces multiple charges, including hinder apprehension and criminal mischief. Jason?
Jennifer Lee in Society Hill. Thank you very much, Jen.
Jeez.
Now to this morning's crime report. So whether it's blowing up cartel boots in international waters, taking down drug traffickers here at home, President Trump's serious about cutting the flow of narcotics into this country.
Yeah, and on that front, the FBI just took down what they are calling the epicenter of the opioid crisis in one Philadelphia neighborhood, a single block that operated as an open-air market for nearly a decade. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the very latest for us this morning. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. Well, the FBI and federal officials call this bust proof of what happens when you let cops be cops.
It's a massive drug trafficking conspiracy spanning nearly a decade, involving tremendous volumes of fentanyl and narcotics.
This is the 3100 block of Weymouth Street in North Philadelphia, what federal investigators called ground zero for a long-running drug operation in
Look at that street. Look at how fucking small that street is. It's more streets like this in Philly than not. Look how small this fucking street is. Wow.
In sight. Those people you see lining up.
This is the fiends. All the people coming to get their dope. Imagine if you live on this block and you're just a regular citizen and you got all this shit going on your block. Dope fiends that'll do anything for their drug. They'll do anything to get that shit. Fentanyl. Now it's probably fentanyl fiends. I don't know what they call.
Allegedly customers for fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, and more. Sold openly around the clock for years until now.
We have permanently removed a drug trafficking organization out of the streets of Philadelphia, and they're going to stop pouring guns and chemicals and drugs into our communities.
The feds say the operation revolved around one man, Jose Antonio Morales Nieves, a.k.a. Flaco. Prosecutors say he ran a drug network that stretched from Puerto Rico to the Kensington neighborhood of Philadelphia. Nieves controlled several properties on the street, allegedly offering free rent to tenants who agreed to move his product. In the 173-page indictment obtained by Newsmax, federal prosecutors outlined a narcotics ring that ran like a business. The Weymouth crew kept a schedule of who did what and when. Runners resupplied the drugs. Caseworkers managed the drugs. Enforcers protected the drugs. And of course, the hustlers or street dealers made the transactions. All of it held together by fear, allegedly through violence and intimidation.
They enforced their territory through the threats of assaults, shootings, and murder.
And according to authorities, this drug syndicate wasn't shy about flaunting their violence, posing with illegal firearms and the stacks of cash those weapons were used to secure. But that flaunt came with a price: handcuffs. And the Justice Department's warning to other traffickers in Philadelphia is simple: you're next.
You will see our faces again. The next indictment has a space with your name on it.
Wow.
Mark Charlotte.
Good shit, man. Great job, Cash Patel. Great job, Cash Patel. Oh, wow. There's a shooting on the workplace? We didn't see that, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash it. Smash the like button. They don't want us. They don't want us to. They don't want us to get over 150. Let's try to get 150 likes. How about that? Let's see if we can get 150 likes, man. They don't want us to get over 150 viewers. So let's see if we can get 150 likes. Everyone right now on YouTube, hit the like button. If you're watching on another platform, don't worry about it. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Sponsor the show as well, man. Sponsor this show, man. This show is sponsorable. This show is brought to you by Folgers. This show is brought to you by goddamn General Electric. No. This show is brought to you by you. By you. This show is brought to you by you.
News Channel 9 at 11 starts right now.
A federal and state investigation continues in Cleveland amid a deadly shooting at Barku Plastics.
Tonight, we have new information about the victims in this case, along with reaction from one neighbor who says the situation will affect a lot of people. Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield. You can see some of that heavy law enforcement presence on the monitor behind us right here.
Authorities eventually made their way into a nearby home where they found the suspect's body. Inside this evening, police released the names of the victims. One of the employees was a company vice president.
Sarah Hauer was in Cleveland tonight, and she spoke with one neighbor as he tries to get back to normal.
One neighbor tells me this is normally a quiet and friendly area, the kind of place where everyone waves as you drive by. But he says he was shocked to learn that the man police say is responsible for the deaths of two of his supervisors lived right here in this house behind him.
I've never seen so many law enforcement people.
Joshua Scott has lived on Samples Chapel Road for nearly 6 years.
It's pretty stunned, especially, knowing that the person was, from this neighborhood.
He says it's been an emotional day, one that's left his quiet street shaken.
My son thought he heard like a drone, so he kind of ventured outside, and he's like, there's SWAT, at the church and everything.
Cleveland police say it all started just after 10 Monday morning, when officers were called here to Barku Plastics for reports of gunshots.
We are investigating this currently as a double homicide.
When they arrived, they found two men dead inside, identified as Tobias Gleinig and Ivan Aldergott. According to the company's website, Aldergott was the company's vice president. Investigators say the suspect, a former employee, barricaded himself inside this nearby home, prompting an hours-long standoff.
There are 5 suspects left in a black BMW, unknown direction of travel. Victims upstairs, got waivers out front.
In this police radio traffic from Broadcastify, you can hear officers directing tactical teams to surround the area before moving in. Police say after several hours, they used a robot and drone to get inside, where they found a man dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Scott says it's a tragedy his community will never forget.
There's going to be a lot of people affected by it, and in the neighborhood itself.
In Bradley County, Sarah Hauer, News Channel 9.
A spokesperson for the Cleveland Police Department tells us crews with the medical examiner's office are working to identify the suspect's body. That spokesperson adds the department's.
All right, we turn now to a live look over.
White crime, man. Goddamn, white crime, boy. White crime is a motherfucker, boy. White crime is a motherfucker.
D.C. police have launched an investigation into a shooting during a traffic stop.
Police say a Homeland Security agent who was part of the president's federal task force fired those shots. No one was injured, but a D.C. police officer who was part of the stop testified in court that he was told by his superior not to include any of the details about the shooting in his arrest report.
As News 4's Mark Seagraves reports tonight,
Well, we know DC be fudging their numbers, man. This is nothing new. We knew this, man. We knew this, man. Shout out to Beast Life over 50. He said Philly is such a disgusting place. Love your show. Are you from Philly, Beast Life over 50, or you just been there? Yeah, man.
Of this is raising questions about accountability and transparency surrounding federal agents who are patrolling with D.C. police.
Ain't no racist USA! A small group of protesters gathered outside D.C. police headquarters this morning to bring attention to the shooting incident and what they call an attempted cover-up by police.
And MPD went out of their way to cover it up.
According to 2 separate police reports and this charging document, it was the evening of October 17th here on Benning Road when police attempted to pull over 33-year-old Philip Brown because he did not have a front license plate. Police say Brown attempted to flee. When Brown's vehicle came to a stop, according to his attorneys, a federal agent drew their weapon and fired at least 3 shots into Brown's car. These photos show the bullet holes in Brown's car door window and passenger seat. Brown was not armed.
If there was a passenger in this seat, they would be dead. You cannot be a part of a Make America Safe initiative when you're shooting at unarmed people in a routine traffic stop. The feds aren't making D.C. streets safer. They're making them more dangerous.
According to Brown's attorneys, one of the bullets passed through the collar.
This is a light-skinned brigade, man. She blackest thing out there, man. She's so for the people that she support crime, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Look at her. She got doing her little finger movements. We are against the federal government, man.
Part of a Make America Safe initiative when you're shooting at unarmed people in a routine traffic stop. The feds aren't making D.C. streets safer. They're making them more dangerous.
According to Brown's attorneys, one of the bullets passed through the collar of Brown's jacket. Brown was arrested and charged with fleeing from police, but the charges were quickly dismissed. News 4 reviewed the arrest report and charging documents in the case. Neither mentioned the federal agent firing their weapon at Brown. In fact, the police report indicates no shots were fired. Brown's criminal attorney told the Washington Post that during Brown's court hearing, the D.C. police officer who wrote that report testified that he was told by one of his superiors not to include any mention of the shooting in his arrest report. NPD would not comment on the officer's testimony, but did provide News 4 with a separate police report filed the day after the incident by a different officer about the HSI agent discharging their weapon. A spokesperson for NPD tells News 4 the shooting is under internal investigation. The Metropolitan Police Department's Internal Affairs Bureau is investigating an officer-involved shooting by an agent of Homeland Security Investigations that occurred the evening of Friday, October 17th. NPD investigates all shootings involving members of law enforcement that occur in the District of Columbia. The case will be independently reviewed by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Brown did not participate in today's protest, and his attorneys would not make him available for questions.
Mr. Brown is traumatized. As a Black man stopped by the police, it is already a terrifying situation, but I don't think that anybody is prepared to see or hear or feel gunshots coming through their vehicle. It's certainly a traumatizing event, and he is coping as best as one can.
Brown's attorneys are considering a civil lawsuit. They say they want to review any body-worn camera video from the incident. They're calling for more transparency in how D.C. police coordinate with federal agents.
The problem with the lack of transparency is it becomes very hard to advocate for your rights and get justice when you don't know who's in charge, when the evidence is being covered up, and you don't know where accountability lies in an incident like this.
In the district, Mark Seagraves, News 4.
Jesus Christ. They were so happy some nigga got shot. They were so happy they didn't know what to do.
End of an era for some popular grocery stores across our region. Several Shoppers supermarkets are closing. As you can imagine, some shoppers are sad and frustrated about the news and what it means for them. News 4's Joseph Olmo has our story tonight.
You'll always save more at your savings store. That's the Shoppers Food Warehouse way. The value is here.
Wow, this brings back so much nostalgia, man. The good old days, man.
Is clear. Quality for less each day.
I've never seen somebody look so happy, feel so accomplished for picking out a cantaloupe. You know what's making a lot of people unhappy right now? This. Check out this Shoppers supermarket in College Park. This is just one of several, a growing list of Shoppers supermarkets across the DMV that are closing for good.
I walked in and I just paused. I was like, what's going on?
Shopper.
Aldi's and Lidl is taking over.
Saw in there, it's pretty dead.
After Shopper.
It's a shame.
Saddened by the news that another round of Shoppers grocery stores are closing their doors. By November 8th, 4 more of these supermarkets in Maryland, locations in College Park, Laurel, Capitol Heights, and Germantown will be gone. Check it out. I've got to be honest. I've never seen anything like it. We visited the College Park store tonight, and wow, it looked like a scene from a movie. Almost every single shelf empty.
It's a real disappointment. It's a real shock. It's a real disservice to our residents. If they're going to do that as a corporate decision, they should come to the county and they should talk to us face to face.
Eric Olson is one of several Prince George's County Council members who sent a strongly worded letter to the CEO of the company that owns Shoppers, writing, quote, "We are disappointed in your inability to be good stewards of the community. This decision will directly create a food desert."
I can see that happening.
Ain't gonna be no fucking food desert, man. There ain't gonna be no food desert out there, man. That's bullshit. Oh, the short-term rental. Another shooting at a short-term rental. I wonder who did this one.
4 people were shot.
I wonder who did this one, guys. Everyone, continue to hit the like button. We're trying to get 150 likes tonight on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. If you can support us in that fashion by hitting the like button.
4 people were shot at a short-term rental near Fair Park last night. This comes as the city of Dallas's ban on short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods is tied up in court. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live with that story. Lori.
Clarice, the 4 people shot at the short-term rental were taken to the hospital, and they are expected to survive their injuries. Neighbors tell us that parties at the house are frequent and increase based on the season.
Dallas police placed nearly 20 evidence markers out in front of a Verbo short-term rental early Tuesday morning.
Verbo.
The 3-bedroom rental on the 5400 block of Bear Street was advertised on the platform as being able to sleep 10 people near Fair Park, the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, and the Cotton Bowl.
So this tragic incident just underscores the problem that violence at short-term rentals is endemic. It's unavoidable.
David Shorty.
He says it's endemic and unavoidable. He said the violence at short-term rentals is endemic and unavoidable. Can anybody here tell us how you can avoid violence at short-term rentals? Anybody in the chat. Can you help us? Can you tell us how to avoid violence at short-term rentals? Anybody? Is there anything you could do to avoid violence at short-term rentals? Because this guy thinks to see if it's endemic and unavoidable.
On the platform as being able to sleep 10 people near Fair Park, the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, and the Cotton Bowl.
So this tragic incident just underscores the problem that violence at short-term rentals is endemic. It's unavoidable.
David Shorty is co-founder of the Texas Neighborhood Coalition. He successfully helped the city of Arlington get a ban on short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods, except for those.
Look at that.
Arlington get a
Look at that.
Shorty is co-founder of the Texas Neighborhood Coalition. He successfully helped the city of Arlington.
The Texas Neighborhood Coalition. Look at all those good old white people, man. Those some good white people too, man. Shout out to Mandy J. Mandy J is back, man. Mandy J is back, man. Mandy J is back. Salute to Mandy J, man. We are here, man. We never left, man. We right here where you left us at, Mandy J. Salute to you, man. We in the building. He said, "Stop, stop, Stop renting to sons. I guess that's what you mean. Stop renting to sons. That ding 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 ding. That's the answer. Look at these good white people, man. The Texas Neighborhood Commission, whatever the fuck. They just want, listen, these people are considered demonized and considered racist. And, like, think about it. You don't even have to know these people. A liberal wouldn't even have to know any of these people just to brand them as racist. They're white people. They look like they're pretty proud to be white. Not even like proud to be. They look like they're just like, yo, we're white. What the fuck? And they're mobilized. They're trying to figure this out, man. Like, yo, man, what the fuck? But even if they don't understand the exact root cause of the violence, they're trying to do something about it. Yeah, they don't understand sons at all. Their leader, this guy's their leader. He has no clue. He has no clue. Yeah. But they're trying, man. These are good white people. They're trying.
Center and the Cotton Bowl.
So this tragic incident just underscores the problem that violence at short-term rentals is endemic. It's unavoidable.
David Shorty is co-founder of the Texas Neighborhood Coalition. He successfully helped the city of Arlington get a ban on short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods, except for those homes in the entertainment district. The ban has held up in court.
This particular incident really underscores, I think, the necessity for allowing the city of Dallas to begin to enforce the short-term rental regulations that it adopted in 2023.
Shortly after it was passed, the Short-Term Rental Alliance challenged Dallas's ordinance with a temporary injunction to keep the city from enforcing the ordinance until there is a trial to determine its merits. The city recently appealed a ruling in favor of short-term rental operators to the Texas Supreme Court. David Cole represents the Short-Term Rental Alliance.
Right. So the Supreme Court, it gets a lot of applications, a lot of petitions. It denies about 90%, give or take, of the petitions that it receives. But the way its review process can begin, if it gets in a petition and it seems interesting to at least one justice, the court can request a response to that petition.
Dallas City Council members have recently discussed that the World Cup will likely bring a big increase in short-term rentals in the city.
In their petition, the city said we have the World Cup coming, but the Supreme Court moves on its own timetable. Its interest is in the jurisprudence of the state and not whatever might be coming down the pipeline the next few months. And so that's not really going to be a priority for them.
Shorty is hoping the Supreme Court does make it a priority.
I also stress that this sort of violent behavior is really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to a threat to neighborhoods.
He says what can be as dangerous to a neighborhood as overt gunfire is the quiet killing of community.
One long-term resident whom neighbors know, trust, and often count as friends are supplanted by a revolving door of strangers.
We reached out to Verbo for a response to the quadruple shooting at its listing. The platform took the listing down but did not respond to my request for comment. The Texas Neighborhood Coalition has tracked 543 shootings at short-term rentals across the state since it started tracking them in May of 2019. Clarice.
Lori, thank you.
Oh, right.
Dallas ISD removed the principal of Woodrow Wilson High School after she called a meeting inviting only black students to discuss their academic performance.
And the parent of one student in that meeting told us that she found the meeting offensive. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live now with more. Stephen.
Woodrow Wilson parents we spoke to say that they feel like their black students were being singled out for the school having a B rating. Now, it's important to note that in the prior review, the school actually had a C rating. With the principal removed, some parents still want more answers from the district.
the principal stated that they are the reason for the V rating, and not in like a, oh, you guys help uplift the grade. It's you all's fault that we're not an A school.
That's how one parent interpreted Principal Chandra Hooper Barnett's message to her son, a 10th grade honors student. Jennifer, who is the mother, did not want to use her last name. She told me that her son and the other black students were pulled out of class for this meeting.
It was like responsibility placed on students versus administrators saying, hey, we're going to do this.
The principal, who was also black, later acknowledged that the meeting was not appropriate, and in a letter to parents, she told them, I take full ownership and responsibility for what occurred, and I want to assure you that it was never my intent to single out or cause harm to any group of students. Monday, Dallas ISD sent a letter to parents saying Hooper Barnett had been removed after 3 years of leading Woodrow Wilson, telling parents Danielle Peters is the new interim principal. Dallas ISD did not directly address the content of the meeting, which is still under review. While some parents are happy about Hooper Barnett being removed, they still want more answers.
I am happy that the district has moved swiftly and tried to get this resolved, but I also want them to hold a town hall meeting with the parents to talk to us and to provide transparency and facts versus rumors and word of mouth and hearsay.
Now, it's unclear if Hooper Barnett will just be reassigned to another school, but I'm told that she is still with the district, according to sources. It is also important to note that Hooper Barnett was named one of the principals of the year last year.
All right, Stephen Dow, right across the street from Woodrow Wilson. Stephen, thank you.
Sister, you tried to fix this school, and they're like, nope, you singling us out. You singling our kids out. Yeah, but your kids are the ones getting all the bad test scores. Yeah, I'm singling you out. Yeah, we singling you out, black kids. You the ones fucking everything up.
I think you got some felony warrants, man. You're gonna get tased. Stay down, I'm gonna tase you. I will tase. Damn it. Melton, you're gonna get tased.
A serial domestic violence offender is behind bars after he tried to run from Tacoma police and ended up getting tased. Body cam video showed the arrest of Milton Scott on September 23rd. He was wanted in King County after Kent police say he broke into his ex's home by removing her air conditioner, then assaulting her and her young daughter when the girl tried to run for help. Scott was transferred to King County, where he pleaded not guilty in court today to burglary in the first-degree domestic violence and assault. His attorney tried to get him released. That's when the woman he's accused of attacking stepped up.
He has hurt women, he's hurt children, he's hurt men, he's fought police officers. He should not be released.
An emotional plea from the woman Milton Scott is charged with assaulting.
He should not have been on the street. I only found out about his history because Department of Corrections came to my house because they told me he's a high-violent, repeat domestic violence offender, and I made him leave my house. I wouldn't let him back until he came back and broke into my home.
Ever since that night in July, she spent months living in fear for her safety and the safety of her daughters. After Scott failed to show up in court, a warrant was issued for his arrest, and we aired a fugitive alert. Well, Kent police need your help to find this serial domestic violence offender now wanted for injuring a young girl and her mom. Scott's criminal history includes 5 previous convictions for domestic violence assault involved.
Oh my God, man. Yo, man. What's this, Kent, Seattle? This what you got out in Seattle? Jesus Christ. Shit.
Different women, 3 of whom
Oh my God. What's the odds that all these women are white? What's the odds that all these women are white? What's the odds that every last one of these women is white? That he's DVing in Seattle, man. Shout out to Eric S., man. He said that's a dangerous area. Sons 100% did it. Say no to sons, like the campaign said back in the 80s. That's the only way you're going to stop this vibe. Look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga. Jeez.
3 of whom he threatened to kill.
The news is here because they got the court documents. David Rose from Q13.
Yep, white.
He got the documents. He's the one that showed me that he strangled multiple.
Yeah, white women. All these white women. These sons, man, they go to these places, man, and they get these white women. They don't, and dealing with a white woman is way easier than dealing with a sister, man. And these niggas still be whooping their ass and still be killing them. You've been blessed with beautiful white women, and you don't have to mess with no sister, man. And you fuck it up like this.
Multiple women before. He burglarized my home.
Finally, on September 23rd, Tacoma police responded to a call about trespassers on a property.
Okay, I got you, but the owner of the property has a trespass order on the property.
Scott claimed he didn't know they were trespassing, even though he's sitting right underneath the no trespassing sign.
I don't know if I should play. Have some lunch and I was going to go donate some plasma. That's what
I get you.
We had seen people sitting over here the other day just having lunch. So.
No, they're not supposed to. So, like I said, so as long as there's no major issues here, give me one real quick. I got a form.
Another white woman.
You don't come back.
Damn. So there's another. They got the white woman in court. You got this white woman. Y'all love us, man. Y'all love us some. Y'all love y'all some Sun Kings, man. It's a fact, man. You white women love y'all some Sun Kings, man. What is it about us, man? What is it about us, man? White women, tell me, what is it about us, man? That y'all can't resist, man. Any white women in the building, man? Tell us what it is about us that y'all can't resist, man.
I'll be right back, okay? Only King County.
After the officer discovered Scott was wanted, the chase was on.
I think you got some felony warrants, man.
I'm gonna tase you. I will tase. Milton, you're gonna get tased.
You're gonna get tased, dude. I'm gonna tase you. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
EMTs checked him out. The taser had hit him in the back, but he was medically cleared.
You got tased.
Yeah.
How come you ran?
I don't want to go to jail.
Still in court, his attorney asked Judge Josephine Wiggs to set him free.
And with regard to release, we're asking the court to release Mr. Scott on his own personal recognizance. We do not have any objection to EHD supervision.
The prosecutor strongly objected, and the woman he's accused of attacking made a final plea.
I beg you not to release him.
It worked.
I am going to deny the motion for PR. Bail will be maintained in the amount of $200,000.
Despite an objection from the prosecution, the judge did grant the defense's request to allow Scott to put up $20,000 cash and be released. He's indigent, so it's unlikely if he'll have that money. But if somebody like the Northwest Bail Project does pony up the cash, he will be required to stay at his godfather's house and be on electronic home detention.
Damn, they gave that nigga a chance to get out. Yeah. Oh well. You white liberals, man, do what you do, man. I can't save you, man. You don't want to be saved. You do not want to be saved. Salute to everybody out there, man. Where should we go now, man? Oh yeah, let me go here. Let me go here, man. A lot of burglars, man. Shout out to burglars, man.
Police in Queens looking for 3 men who broke into the home of a jeweler and stole more than $3 million in jewelry. It happened back on October 16th in the middle of the day. Police say the 3 men dressed as construction workers drove to the home in Jamaica Hills and broke in. They grabbed a safe with the jewelry inside and took off in a blue Hyundai Elantra.
Grieving family now has some answers after a man turns himself in for playing a role in a deadly shooting in Starlight Park back in September. News 12's Lindsay Tanney is at the 43rd Precinct with more details this morning. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning, Marcy. That's exactly right. 26-year-old Ronell Marte died after he was shot in the chest in Starlight Park. That was on September 4th. Now, nearly 2 months later, a man turns himself in, saying he played a role in that deadly shooting that cops say all started with a cell phone robbery. Now, News 12 was at the scene last night here at the 43rd Precinct when cops walked 19-year-old Luis Alberto Lopez Castillo outside. Police say Lopez Castillo acted alongside 20-year-old Axel Martinez, who's accused of firing the first shot that killed Ronell Marte. After his death, we spoke with
Imagine what's going through his mind, man. Imagine what's going through this kid's mind. We just killed somebody over a cell phone. And we're in custody. Dude. Damn. Sucks to be him, man. Oh. Poor kid, man. I mean, think about all the gangster shit you could do. You kill somebody over a cell phone, and they catch you, and your street story is over. Your street story is over. There's no more glory in the streets for you, man. You done. Killed a nigga over a cell phone.
Accused of firing the first shot that killed Ronell Marte. After his death, we spoke with Marte's family. They said he had autism and was very determined, getting an associate's degree and a job all by himself. They say Marte was on his way home from work on his usual route, cutting through Starlight Park when he was shot. His sister telling us last month that Marte was quiet and kept to himself, but sometimes trouble found him.
Him growing up, he's always had those issues where people have picked on him and bullied him because of the way, because he looks so vulnerable. And I feel like this was also a situation like that. It's just very sad that it had to be taken to the extremes of you have to take someone's life to take a phone. It's crazy.
Lopez Castillo is facing multiple charges, including murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Police say Martinez was arrested back on September 18th and is facing charges of murder. For now, we're outside the 43rd Precinct. I'm Lindsay Tanney, News 12, The Bronx.
Dallas ISD removed the principal of Woodrow Wilson High School after she called a meeting inviting...
All right, Derek, thank you. A high school student gunned down in a murder-suicide this morning as she was on her way to school. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor live on Joanne Place in Algiers. Shay, you spoke with crime analysts who say this is part of a disturbing trend.
That's absolutely correct, Gina. And, you know, just speaking with residents in this area, they tell me that they were just following their normal morning routine when in an instant they witnessed the unthinkable, a parent's worst nightmare.
So I was getting ready to leave to bring my kids to school. And in the midst of us about to go, I heard shots.
Panic across Joanne Place in Algiers Wednesday morning.
I was wondering, what? I'm like, y'all hurry up and get in the car. You know, who's shooting this early? Before we could even pull off, I hear a woman yell, screaming loud.
Bijan, who didn't want to share her last name, wasn't prepared for what she saw after getting out of her car.
So I walked closer and closer. Why I did that, I don't know. But I seen them laying there, and I seen her laying there. And it was, I don't think anybody would want to see that.
He'd been out here since 6:50, probably before that. But that's the time I saw him, at 6:50.
According to sources, 16-year-old Lizelle Palma was shot dead in her uniform. Witnesses say a man paced outside before Palma came out. She was walking to the bus when he opened fire, then turned the gun on himself.
And I tried to stop him as well, but he had a plan. He did what he wanted to do. It was tragic. And I hate that we had to witness that.
NOPD says the 16-year-old died on scene. The 20-year-old unidentified man died at the hospital.
We are looking into the incident and trying to determine exactly what happened this morning. We are encouraging citizens to contact Crime Stoppers.
According to Metropolitan Crime Commission, this is the 5th murder-suicide since late September, most of which domestic related.
Y'all need to check y'all kids' phones at all times because you never know what's going on with them.
The New Orleans Family Justice Center reporting more high school victims have been needing their help.
Dating relationships, but the relationships are not healthy.
A tragedy witnesses say they won't be able to erase from their memories.
And he took her life. That's crazy. She deserved to live her life, and now she's gone.
And I mean, something else that's concerning, a lot of neighbors in this area tell me that the same man had an altercation with the girl just yesterday. Now we're told that Lizelle actually attended Walter L. Cohen High School. We're told that the school actually shut down for the entire day following this tragic shooting. I'll have much more at 6 p.m. Reporting live, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
A voice full of light silenced in the darkness. Only on 16 WAPT, the Clinton community is remembering a 45-year-old mother of 3 killed in her home. Jasmine Singleton was found shot Monday night. Her sister is heartbroken. Her friends are in shock. And her accused killer is...
That's a beautiful woman right there, man. That's a beautiful woman, man. Press 1. Even if you ain't into sisters, that's a beautiful sister right there. Press 1 if that's a beautiful sister. That's a beautiful sister, man. Man.
the man she once loved. Good evening and thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Megan West.
And I'm Troy Johnson. As police begin to work their case, Jasmine Singleton's loved ones are demanding justice and sending a message to others trapped in the shadows of domestic violence. Speak up before it's too late. In a story you'll only see here on 16 WAPT, our own Brooklyn Joyner spoke with those who knew and loved her. She joins us live in Clinton tonight with what they shared. Brooklyn.
Troy, Megan, Jasmine's friends and family says that she should still be alive today. They said that they will always remember her kind and caring personality. The vibrant spirit of Jasmine Singleton gone too soon, but will always be remembered by those who loved her.
We did the karaoke, and she was the background singer to me.
Her sister, Deandra, is angry about her sister's murder.
Well, that might have been a good picture, man. That might have been a very good picture. That might have been photoshopped, man. I think we've been photoshopped, man. I think we've been had, man. That picture, that might have been a good picture, man, because I don't see her in this video, man. I don't see that lady in this video. Where's that lady? Where's that lady that was in that picture? Where is she, man? Where's she at? I don't see her, man. Where is she, man? Where's she at, man? I ain't trying to be funny, man. I just want to be accurate, man. This is a news channel, man. I pride myself in accuracy, man. Where's she at, man? Yeah, if you want to come up, man, you can support the channel. You can come. If you want to come up, you can come up. Yeah, man. Where's she at, man? Where the hell she at, yo? I ain't trying to be funny, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting a little confused, man. I don't know what's going on. My equilibrium off, man. Where the hell is she at? Where in God's green earth is she at? Like, no bullshit. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
The vibrant spirit of Jasmine Singleton gone too soon, but will always be remembered by those who loved her.
We did the karaoke, and she was the background singer to me.
Her sister, Deandra, is angry about her sister's murder as she shares memories of the 45-year-old's life.
Why would you do that to my sister? My only sister, my oldest sister.
Singleton was found shot to death on her kitchen floor in Clinton Monday night. Less than a day later, her ex-boyfriend, 42-year-old Carl D. Mack.
Carl, man. Damn, Carl, why'd you do it, man? Why'd you do it, Carl?
Clinton Monday night. Less than a day later, her ex-boyfriend, 42-year-old Carl D. Mack, was arrested and charged for her murder.
You know the saying, to death do us part. That's what it was. He was jealous. He didn't want to let her go. So instead, he, being a man.
Okay, she looked like that a little bit, yeah.
He was a coward, and he took her away from us.
Deandra said Mack was a violent person, and Singleton broke up with Mack months ago to protect her three children.
Okay, so she's a violent person. This nigga's a violent person. Listen, man. This is how women are, man. This is how they are, man. They love these dark-skinned niggas, man. Dark-skinned niggas winning, man. Press 1. Dark-skinned niggas winning out here, man.
He was jealous. He didn't want to let her go. So instead, he, being a man, he was a coward, and he took her away from us.
Deandra said Mack was a violent person, and Singleton broke up with Mack months ago to protect her 3 children.
She spoke up, but it wasn't enough.
Now Singleton's community is cherishing the memories they had with her, including her makeup artist who she had known since high school.
The whole time I have her face in my hands, and I'm sculpting her eyebrows, creating the look that she wants. She was always a sweet, happy, loving, gentle, bright, happy spirit.
Although Singleton lost her life, Deandra said she is proud of her sister for speaking up against domestic violence and encourages others to continue to do the same.
Everyone has to speak up. When you see these red flags, you have to speak up.
At this point, her funeral arrangements have not been planned, but as we get more details on that, we will keep you updated. I'm live at the Clinton Police Department. Brooklyn Joyner, 16 WAPT News.
All right, Brooklyn, thank you. Well, help is available for those in domestic violence situations. The National Domestic Violence Hotline can be reached at the number you see on your screen, 800-799-72.
Damn.
We begin with breaking news. A police pursuit.
These Sun men, boy. These Sun men, boy. Yeah. Oh, Toronto takes game 4. Oh, wow.
We need the public's help on this case. We have a situation where a 9-year-old was at Michael's Arts and Crafts store on Telegraph and 12 Mile on Wednesday, October 22nd, right around 7:40 p.m. Her and her mother were in the store. They needed to use the restroom. And while in the restroom, a mother and daughter were in 2 separate stalls. There was a white male who entered the restroom. He had a cell phone where he took the cell phone, put the cell phone over the stall, and took several images of our 9-year-old who was actively using the restroom and exposed. And so this is very disturbing. This is very sickening. And we need the public's help in identifying this suspect. Southfield police detectives did arrive at the Michaels. We were able to obtain video of our person of interest who entered the store, and then you'll see images of him exiting the store. He described as a middle-aged white male wearing a white sweatshirt, white gym shoes. What's key in this case, our 9-year-old and her mother did notice the arm come over the stall, which was a white hand, and they saw a black shirt. So when you look at the video, underneath the white sweatshirt, he's wearing a black shirt. And as we all know, when you extend your arm, sometimes your sweater goes back and you can see the shirt that's underneath the garment. When he leaves the location, he walks very quickly out the door. And if you know him, you'll be very easily able to describe him and recognize him. So we need help on this case from our community. You're talking about a 9-year-old child who's been taken advantage of, again, while using a restroom at a public store. And so we're very upset about this. We take these cases seriously. I said this many times. One thing we want to protect is our women and our children. And in this case, a 9-year-old who's simply using a restroom and have to undergo this. We did send the child to some of our forensic interviewers where they were able to extract additional information from her. You know, they're more delicate and understands the proper way of interviewing children. And she's a very courageous young lady, I might add. I did have an opportunity to sit down with her and her mother. In fact, as you all know, they're here with us for this conference. They want to tell their story. They just don't want to go on camera for obvious reasons. You know, protecting her child. And I tell you about this mother. This mother's very upset about what happened to her daughter. And one thing about the mother, she understood the importance of coming here. This is not easy. Coming before a camera, talking about your child who's been victimized. But I'm going to give the mother much respect and a commitment from the Southfield Police Department, because I know this community is paying attention to this press conference. And I know when the community sees him, whether it's somebody he works with, whether he has a girlfriend or wife, his parents, somebody will recognize him and they will call 911. So my message to him in this case, turn yourself in, let's have a conversation and get to the bottom of this. But I'm very upset. You're talking about a 9-year-old child, and we will find you.
Wow.
This is the suspect, Chief. Is it really?
So we know that it was a white man, though. At least we know it was a white man that did it, man. I think they were very, 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 very adamant that it was a white man. Okay, let's see.
We begin with a child's cries for help and a mother's nightmare as police search for a man accused of violating a 9-year-old's innocence.
Detectives say he snapped photos of a little girl over a restroom stall. Good evening and welcome to 7 News Detroit at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. It happened at the Michaels store on Telegraph near 12 Mile in Southfield last Wednesday night.
Police shared this image of a person of interest. 7 News Detroit reporter Brett Cast spoke with the child and her mother about the moment their shopping trip took a terrifying turn.
We were in the restroom, we were talking while we were both in separate stalls. It's only 2 stalls.
This mother, who asked that she and her daughter not be shown due to the sensitive nature of the case, are speaking out after a shopping trip October 22nd at Michael's in Southfield that turned into a nightmare during a short bathroom break.
We heard the door open, we were still talking, and I noticed that no one walked past or knocked to see, if one of the stalls were free. And then I just got an eerie feeling, so I looked up. I didn't see anything, but my daughter, she's right in the stall next to me, and it was like soon as I felt it, she said it. She was like, "Mommy, camera, camera."
Her daughter said as she was using the bathroom, she saw a man's hand hanging over the top of the stall, snapping photos of her with an iPhone. She noted he was white with a black sleeve.
I looked down because I couldn't see anything at the top of her stall from where I was, so I looked down to see if I could catch anything, and I saw white shoes.
Those details were key pieces of evidence for police, who identified a man on video matching that description.
We captured him coming into the store, clear images, and we also captured him leaving the store in a hurry. And so that's a key, a factor in this. Hadn't bought anything in the store. He came in empty-handed, left empty-handed.
Southfield Police Chief Elvin Barron noted the man entered the store around 7:36 p.m. and left 5 minutes later and had a black shirt under his sweatshirt. He commended the mom and daughter and is asking for help from the public.
Community, help this family, help this police department, look at the video and call us and let us know who he is and where he's at so we can go have a conversation with him.
I just really hope that this guy is brought to justice and that no other kid falls victim to this kind of situation and invasion of privacy.
I would say for him to stop taking pictures of anyone else using the restroom if he had taken pictures of other women in the room.
And again, if you identify this person, Southfield Police is asking that you give them a call, or you can report anonymously at Crime Stoppers by calling 1-800-SPEAK-UP. In Southfield, I'm Brett Cast, 7 News Detroit.
Wow. Salute to that family, man, that mother. Black mothers, man. A good black mother, man. We got a good black mother on the yard, man. Let's not when we see a good black mother, let's give her credit, man. Even though she just did the bare minimum of what any human being would have done. Black women are getting a bad rap, man. We need to just highlight them when they're doing good. All right, here we go. Coach, man. Damn, they beat the brakes off the what's your face.
New at 9, the attorney for a former CMS coach arrested in connection with a shooting says his client is actually a victim. Investigators say Diamond Johnson was arrested by the York County Sheriff's Office last Tuesday. He is facing 2 counts of shooting into an occupied dwelling. We haven't learned yet where the shooting happened, other than it's being investigated by CMPD detectives in the Westover Division, which includes parts of West and Southwest Charlotte. Now, the statement from Johnson's attorney says, in part, quote, Mr. Johnson is an avid football enthusiast and assistant coach at CMS. He is an upstanding, law-abiding member of the community. The evidence will establish unmistakably that he is a victim of a violent crime in this case and that he has been wrongfully and mistakenly accused of misconduct, end quote. Officials say Johnson was not a staff member at a school and was only a coach within the district. He has since bonded out, according to court records.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.
Jeez. Let's do something different, man. Let's do the gun memorial game, man. We ain't did the gun memorial game in a long time, man. We ain't did the gun memorial game in a long time. We gotta keep shit fresh, man. We gotta keep shit fresh, man. We ain't did the gun memorial game in a long time, man. We gotta keep shit fresh, man. So what's up, T.R. McCoy? What's going on?
Yo, what up, Ock?
We gotta keep shit fresh, man. Gun memorial.
Yeah, man. Gun memorial. I like it. Let's see how things have changed. How things have stayed the same.
Woo! Yeah, man. Let's get this gun memorial game. Oh man, what happened to Thomas Lilly, man? It says 2 victims in North Augusta convenience store shooting identified.
Convenience store.
So
Context clues.
He was shot in the convenience store. You said that's a context clue?
Yeah.
Hey, support the channel. Take the pledge. Pledge to support the channel, guys. Pledge to support the channel. Put 5 on it. Support the channel, guys. I'm bringing this to you. We'll be moving over to the website in a little bit, but we're going to do the gun memorial game first, man. I'm bringing this to you, man, on a weeknight, man. You are up to date with all the news. You are up to date with a lot of the news, man. More news than anybody. There's nobody more up to date with the news than you are. Okay? So show some I don't want to say appreciation, but show some I don't know, some love to the channel. Yeah, some love to the channel. Yeah, man. So this is what happened here?
Poverty is unimaginable. There are people who are struggling.
We're learning more about the deadly North Augusta shooting near a Sprint gas station. We now know the names of those victims. County officials say 76-year-old Jewel Harden and 33-year-old Thomas Lilly Jr. were killed before authorities got there.
Damn. So Joe Harden, another guy, was killed with him. Let me see if we can find 76-year-old Joe Harden on this list. I don't see him, but we'll maybe whatever. Damn.
Their autopsies are scheduled for tomorrow. SLED says the suspect was armed with an AR-style pistol. That suspect was shot by public safety officers and is currently in the hospital. No word right now on their condition, and SLED has not yet released that name. SLED's investigating that situation because a North Augusta public safety officer shot their gun. That's standard protocol. Stray bullets hit the Nancy Carson Library next door, putting holes in the windows of the children's section after going through multiple walls. Those areas are now blocked off in the library. We are still working to learn more from SLED, including what led up to that shooting. This shooting marks the 8th incident where an officer shot at a suspect in the CSRA this year. Aiken County's had 3. Richmond County has 2 officer-involved shootings. One of those in Richmond County happened earlier this month. We brought that to you as breaking news on our morning show. The 2 deputies who shot at that suspect were recently cleared for their actions, with one of the deputies still recovering at home after being shot.
And Columbia, McDuffie, and Saluda counties have all had one this year. In Columbia County, that happened back in April when Deputy Brandon Sykes was shot and killed, and another was injured during a traffic stop. That suspect was killed at the scene. And for South Carolina as a whole, Sunday's shooting is the 40th officer-involved shooting this year.
The company that owns Sprint gas stations is responding to the deadly shooting that killed 2 people Sunday. The statement reads in part, quote, EG America is deeply saddened by the events that happened on October 26th at our Sprint store on Edgefield Road in North Augusta. It goes on to say the safety of our guests and team members is our top priority, and we are providing support for those impacted. The statement ends by saying they're cooperating with local authorities.
Oh, man.
Elderly Holocaust survivors in the former Soviet Union are living in extreme poverty, hungry.
So sad, man. Our friend Barry, what his name, killed in the. Hopefully, we can find out who did this to this white guy, man. We're gonna find out who killed you, white man.
Black Columbo on the case.
We're gonna find out who killed you. This shit wasn't right, man. That shit wasn't right, man. Jewel Harden and Billy Thomas. It says later pronounced dead. The suspect was taken to the hospital, and his or her status is unknown. So the suspect. The suspect was taken to the hospital. So the police encountered the armed suspect. So there's a suspect out there, man. They haven't released the mugshot of him.
More context clues.
Let me see. I don't know, man.
Honestly, I just wonder whether it's a son man or son woman. I'm guessing son man, though. I think that's a higher probability. Oh, maybe it was caused by a son woman, and then the attack dog son man just finished the job.
Well, maybe salute to IU McCoy, man. He says, for my Ock Nation tribute. Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. Let's see if we get 10 more of those, man. Let's see if we can get 10 more people to take the pledge, man. It don't matter where you take the pledge. If you take it here, or you take it on OckNationNews.com, it doesn't matter, man. We'll be going over to OckNationNews.com in a little bit, man. Let me just say, after the gun memorial game. So yeah, we don't know who killed this white man. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Did you know that this lady was killed at a gas station too in South Carolina?
Oh wow! I wonder if she got hit with a stray bullet.
No, this is the one. This is the other lady who was killed at the convenience store.
Oh, the same as that glider.
Yeah, this is the other person. This is the dude. The dude killed her too.
This is mass shooting.
She's 76.
Man,
she's
what
76. Yeah, dude killed her too.
I don't know. Maybe this wasn't a son man. I mean, son men don't really. They end up wounding like way more people. I
think it was definitely a son. I think it was the son, man. I mean, that's just my my opinion. Let's see if we can find out who did this, man. We got let me see something. Yeah, you only gonna get this here, man. Ain't nobody talking about no damn North Augusta. Ain't no channels letting you know what's going on in North Augusta. You know what I mean? Who telling you what's going on in North Augusta? Let's see what's going on here, man.
Our coverage you can count on begins with the continued.
What you say?
Now I'm saying who was even talking about the gun memorial? You would think that was something that you made up. That was something that of your creation, but
I know
it's available to everybody.
I'm telling you, man.
You're the only place that I've ever heard anybody talk about the gun memorial.
And that shit is sad. All them damn niggas. That's why I focus on the white folk, man. All them niggas killed each other, man. We know all them niggas killed each other. We know that.
Just be careful. Just be careful. Just be careful with looking into the gliders, man, because we know that gives you narcolepsy and stuff.
Yeah, but this was too. This was a sister got killed too. So this one is not as born.
Oh, right. That's true.
Our coverage you can count on begins with the continuing investigation into an officer-involved shooting at a popular North Augusta convenience store. 2 people are dead after that shooting at a Sprint store off of Edgefield Road. Francis Floresca has more.
Details are limited, but the Aiken County Coroner's Office tells us this was an officer-involved shooting at that store on Edgefield Road in North Augusta. 2 people were pronounced dead at the scene. Their identities will be released after their next of kin have been notified. We spoke with one man who lives near the scene and was driving by when it happened.
We was coming to the store and we seen the crime scene, so we stopped. I do feel like it's safe to live, but you got crazy people in the world, so you just never know.
The suspect was taken to a local hospital. No officers were injured. In North Augusta, Francis Floresca, WJBF, News Channel 6.
The investigation into.
We continue with heartbreak in North Augusta, a beloved church leader gone far too soon. Friends say what started as a quick stop for gas ended in tragedy. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock has more.
76-year-old Jewel Harden had just left church Sunday afternoon and stopped here at the Sprint convenience store on Edgefield Road for gas. Moments later, gunfire ended her life. People who knew her said she lived up to her name, a true jewel in every sense.
Everywhere you put this woman, inside the church and outside of the church, there was the type of consistency that she is renowned for.
Loved ones described Jewel Harden as quiet, gentle, and deeply anointed. A loyal leader at Crown Kingdom Cultural Center who poured her heart into ministry and her community. She helped low-income families get life insurance, often paying premiums herself. As a care ambassador, she made sure church members had food, rides, and support.
She's going to come in that door, and she's going to make her way slowly up the aisle, and this is her seat right here. She never needed to be on the front seat, but she's not going to the back. And this is her place.
Dr. Bush first learned about the shooting in a text and brushed it off until his assistant came in crying the next day. That's when he learned it was Miss Jewel.
Where all of a sudden you feel like you lost more than a member. Watch this. I felt like I missed part of my calling.
Bush says he's been back to the gas station twice, just trying to understand how someone so full of life could be gone.
So that I could erase it and rewrite it and change the outcome.
Miss Jewel had 4 daughters and several grandchildren, raised them as a single mother, and remained deeply involved in their lives.
The world may see tragedy in this moment, saints, but the jewel that has now culminated, the beauty and the glory of heaven itself.
Here at Crown Kingdom Cultural Center, they're asking for continued prayers for the family as they prepare to say goodbye. The church will honor her at Bible study Wednesday at 7 p.m. In North Augusta, I'm Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock, WJBF News Channel 6.
Wow. Well, we have reached out to SLED to get information about the suspect and a possible motive. So far, our questions have gone unanswered, but we have been trying hard to get information about the suspect. And when we get that information, we will bring it to you. Again, we have to wait for law enforcement to give us this information. When we get it, we'll bring it to you.
2 people are dead after a shooting at a gas station in North Augusta Sunday afternoon. When police got to the scene, they encountered a person with a gun in a parking lot. An officer shot the suspect. We're told 2 people were shot and killed before police arrived. No officers were hurt, though. The shooter was taken to a hospital, and the person's condition is unknown. Police are also trying to determine a motive for that shooting.
Now to Aiken County tonight. That's where SLED is investigating an officer-involved shooting. North Augusta police officers responded to a Sprint gas station on Edgefield Road early yesterday.
Ain't even get to the glider crime.
Investigators say the suspect was taken to the hospital. 2 people were found dead inside the gas station. No officers were hurt. SLED is investigating both the shooting and the double homicide. Still ahead, we're trying.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with new details in an officer-involved shooting at a North Augusta convenience store. It happened Sunday afternoon at a busy gas station on Edgefield Road. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage has the latest.
Bullets traveled from the gas station here to the Nancy Carlson Library. This is where children play. And right now, the children's area is temporarily closed while crews work to clean up the glass to make it safe again.
We was coming to the store and we seen the crime scene, so we stopped.
North Augusta officers arrived around midday at the gas station and found an armed suspect.
Man,
One
what up,
officer
Chad?
fired, hitting the suspect. 2 people had already been killed before police arrived.
Call this guy.
76-year-old Jewel Harden and 33-year-old Thomas Lilly Jr.
I got a phone call to come and open the building.
Inside the library's children's section.
Oh, he back.
What do you mean back? I've been always here.
Oh, he back. He back. We ain't even get to the glider crime.
I've been always
Well,
here,
I'm glad. I believe you.
North Augusta, man. Yes. So yeah, unbelievable, man. Back to the government war, man. Back to the government war, man. Son, man. Back to the government war, man. So that's what we dealing with in North Augusta. Back, R.I.P. to this world. Lived 76 years old, went out like that, man. That's a tragedy, man. Let's go on.
Hey, Ak, we picking cities.
Nah, just picking the white folk, man. Look at those blue eyes, man. Huber Heights man kills wife, co-worker, and co-worker before driving wife's body to West Milton. Damn.
It might be a glider.
Yeah, that's a murder-suicide. That's a murder-suicide. Jamie Pritchard. Dayton. West Milton. Man kills wife and co-worker before driving. Okay, so this is she got killed the same. Or is she the co-worker? Is she the co-worker?
Co-worker of who?
Of the other white girl.
I don't know.
It was like she got killed. Her and her co-worker got killed. It said her and her co-worker got killed. And then this is also the same town, West Milton. Yeah, that's them. That's the co-worker.
Dang.
And I don't know which one was the co-worker, which one was but yeah.
I imagine the less attractive. I don't know. I really don't. I was about to say the less attractive one was a co-worker, but could be wrong.
Fucked up. Think about that. You're a co-worker. You just there and shit, and nigga killed you. He big bitch and shit. She's 25, she 33. Wow.
Wait, who's 33?
Whacked out. Let's see what happens to them. Let me see. All these sons got killed by sons. Let me see whichever one of these white boys. Where are these white people at? We want to see who's killing the white people. Here go Jared Cooper, man. Gerard Cooper, man. So man was charged with murder. Oh, he was killed by Jared Cooper got killed by let me see, who was it? What kind of dude is this? Miguel Pena. Hector Miguel Pena killed this white guy.
Oh,
this white guy got killed by Hector Miguel Pena.
Umbrito's on the board. That's like 111.
Hector Miguel Pena killed him, man. Let me show you something. Let me show you. Hector Miguel Pena. That's who killed this guy, man.
Wonder if he's an illegal.
Yeah, we gotta find out, man. But hey, man, no brothers killed any white people recently. So that makes me feel good. We've been giving you a break, man. We've been giving y'all a break. Quentin Boggin. Teen charged in deadly Jackson shooting.
Oh, Jackson what?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Case closed.
But look, it was Jackson, Mississippi. But look at this.
What the hell's he doing in Jackson, Mississippi? What are you trying to? What are you looking to get killed, my nigga? Jeez.
Look at this. It's a white boy.
What?
Yeah. White boy caught a body in Africa.
Teenager has been arrested in
Man, white boys took the lead
on Thousand Oaks Drive here in Jackson. Police tell 3 News Side 18-year-old Christopher Nicholson is charged with capital murder. The victim, 39-year-old Quentin Boggin, died from his injuries shortly after arriving at UMMC.
Our morning espressos look a little different on Virgin Voyages. 17 years with you. You still laugh at my stories, even though I know they're not that funny. You'll read this when we're back home, but this will be with us forever. I'm so glad we're here.
This is the bald eagle flapping its wings from the grill of Cindy's pickup truck.
And here that dang bird is hanging on the front of the truck, still alive.
An hour earlier, Cindy was about 4 miles outside of Lake Bronson when she encountered the national emblem enjoying breakfast in the other lane of the highway.
And I slowed way down, and then all of a sudden it just flew up and flew in front of the truck, and then I didn't see it no more, and I looked in my mirrors and I didn't see it on the road or anything.
She heard a thump. That's why when she got to town, she checked the front of her pickup. Cindy was careful not to ruffle its feathers.
Very beautiful, but just hanging there and moving its head from side to side, looking at me, and I was like, oh, I better not get too close to that thing because it had quite the beak, and I knew it would hurt you if you got close to it, so I stayed back. And
the bald eagle's feet were stuck in the grill of the truck. About an hour later, a DNR officer arrived and was able to rescue the bald eagle from the grill of the pickup. And once again, the bird had its independence.
I wish I knew what was going through that bird's mind. That must have been quite the experience for it.
I imagine that's
Check
what
out
the
these
police
great
would be
deals at
doing
Hoover Tractor.
if there was no,
Get 0%
if there were no
financing or
signs
cashback
in
on the
America.
Coyote HX series and get the
Doing
same
nothing
deal on
but
the
saving-
CK20. Visit us in
saving
Mifflinburg
bald
today
eagles and
or at
rescuing cats out of the
hoovertractor.com.
tree and shit.
And when ready.
There it is. Come on. Come on, baby. Keep working. Under here. We need to move the car. Get it. There's I think the baby's under the... Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh my God. Come on, Mama.
She has a pulse.
They cops out here saving babies, saving brown baby lives and stuff. In this racist country, these gliders are so underappreciated.
Check out these great deals at Hoover Tractor. Get 0% financing or cash back on the Coyote HX series.
What?
And get the same.
Did you
deal
miss
on the
that?
CK20.
Did you see the cops sitting here bringing the baby back to life and stuff, giving it CPR and stuff?
I mean, I gave you the full results.
Telling you, these gliders are underappreciated.
Gliders are amazing, man. Gliders are amazing, man.
He'll get called a racist tomorrow. He'll get called a white
this
supremacist tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know they'll eat it. They'll take it.
They will. They will.
Let's see this one. Jetta Bays. He was wounded in an affluent neighborhood in Los Angeles. 2 dead, wounded in an affluent Los Angeles neighborhood. A woman 39 and a man were pronounced at the scene. A second woman, believed 70, survived. So, they don't know what happened to her, but she may have been the victim of a robbery. She may have been the victim of a robbery. She may have been the victim of a robbery. Margot Lane Pitchin. Mother, son, murder, suicide. Wow. That's strange, man. Mother, son, murder, suicide. Let's do this last one, man. Let's see this guy, man. Knob school employee admits to shooting and killing brother after threat to family. Okay, so he was killed by his brother. Man killed, woman injured in near South Indianapolis shooting. Wow. Nothing that would help us solve that case. I am in the building. We're gonna give it a little bit longer here on YouTube. We're gonna give it a little bit longer on YouTube, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're giving it a little bit longer on YouTube. I tell you, man. Let's see.
West Market Street, Marathon.
on. The guy just came up with a shotgun and shot a girl. He literally came up behind her and shot her, like for no reason.
For more than 2 years, News 5 has followed through with the family and community that was forever changed after a woman was shot in broad daylight.
How can you sleep at night without, knowing this is what you did to a person? You took a young lady away from their family.
In September 2023, nearly 2 months after the shooting, a man was charged.
It's an everyday battle, like being able to get up and put one foot forward and not having her here with me.
We spoke with the victim's family, who said they didn't know him and believed the killing was a case of mistaken identity. And now today, that killer has been found guilty. Good evening, I'm Katie Houston.
And I'm Damon Maloney. In the summer of 2023, Ernestine Stallings was leaving a Dollar Tree carrying birthday balloons when Jonte Watkins shot her with an AR-15. Our Bob Jones has been covering this case since then as loved ones fought for justice and kept Ernestine's memory alive.
And tonight, Bob is following through again as Watkins now awaits his punishment.
In July of 2023, Tasha Love was forced to plan a funeral instead of a wedding when her fiance, Ernestine Stallings, was murdered right in front of her.
It's not fair. And I want them to know if you did that,
So this is the fiance? So she was dating this young girl. This is a young girl right here. That's a younger girl. That look like grandma, man. Grandma was getting...
I bet there are no tears. Take them shades off, you ain't gonna see nothing.
She was munching on some young carpet, man.
Fiance, Ernestine Stallings, was murdered right in front of her.
It's not fair. And I want them to know if you did that, you hurt family, friends, the community.
A few months later, Ernestine's loved ones talked to me again, keeping Ernestine's memory alive, hosting a fashion show featuring her clothing line, A Duvet.
Everybody's gonna make sure her brand is
Oh, she had her own clothing line, A Duvet.
always kept alive. It's gonna always be forever earned, forever a Duvet, forever.
On Monday, during a hearing that took place over video, Ernestine's killer, Jonte Watkins, changed his plea.
Aggravated murder, what is your plea?
No contest. Before a judge found him guilty.
Find Mr. Watkins guilty of the aggravated murder.
He's still not taking accountability. He did it in cold blood and he still has no remorse. He's a cold blood killer.
Tasha and Ernestine had left the Dollar Tree on West Market Street in Akron, carrying balloons for Tasha's son's birthday when shots from a rifle rang out, killing Ernestine and narrowly missing Tasha.
I could feel the heat from the bullet coming past my leg. I didn't even know if I was shot when it happened. Nobody should have to experience that.
Prosecutors say Watkins confessed this was a case of mistaken identity, and that in 2022, Watkins himself was shot several times, and his girlfriend, Atavia Robinson, was killed outside of an Akron movie theater. Prosecutors say when he spotted Ernestine a year later, he mistakenly thought she was involved in Atavia's death.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that son, man, he had his little red bone, man. I know he was loving that little red bone, man. Somebody killed her, man. But could Atavia had done it? I mean, she looked like a goddamn thug. Huh?
Yeah.
But he said it was mistaken identity.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, right.
He said it was mistaken identity. So, I mean, I'll go with that. These son situations, man. Some man just see you look like somebody and just kill your ass right there on the spot.
Watkins confessed this was a case of mistaken identity, and that in 2022, Watkins himself was shot several times, and his girlfriend, Atavia Robinson, was killed outside of an Akron movie theater. Prosecutors say when he spotted Ernestine a year later, he mistakenly thought she was involved in Atavia's death.
Exited his vehicle and shot and killed Ms. Stallings with an AR-15 and then fled.
And all he seen was the back of her. And the back of her, she has braids like that go down, and she had a baseball cap, and
She has glasses on, and that's all he's seen. It could have been anybody.
Prosecutors plan to recommend 23 years to life in prison. Tasha, who deals with nightmares, feels Watkins should never get out. What do you want to see happen when sentencing day arrives?
I would want him to get life without parole. I would want you senselessly kill her. The pain is still there. It's not going away. Ernestine was an amazing person.
Watkins will be sentenced on December 18th, and even if he appears by video again, Tasha says she'll be in that courtroom to make her statement. In Akron, Bob Jones.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Tough one, man. Yeah.
That son man needs to get deported to God. I already forgot the name. Oh, out there with Bukele at El Salvador. He needs to do some hard labor, break big rocks into little rocks out there. Sit there and reflect on what he's done in that third world country.
Tragic story. All right, Chab, thank you.
And we now go to CBS 17's Shanila Kabir, who joins us live tonight to continue our coverage. And Shanila, you spoke with neighbors. I can only imagine how they're reacting to this.
Neighbors are still processing this. They have no words still. They all told me this entire neighborhood knew the mother who passed away suddenly last year and that the family was still grieving. But they all told me that Dickens was still friendly and welcoming to everyone who spoke to him. Neighbors say they woke up to a dozen cop cars along Stringtooth Drive in Zebulon Tuesday morning and were shocked when they heard what happened beyond that yellow tape, a man charged with killing his children.
I woke up this morning and had looked out waiting for a package and saw all these cops. Since I woke up, one of them came and talked to me, just kind of let me know that there was an incident.
Neighbors of Wellington Dickens III say they saw him as a friendly and loving man, and they're shocked by what he's accused of doing. Next door neighbor Deborah Wiley says she helped out when she heard about his wife's sudden death.
We took food to him and his children. The day his wife passed away, the kids and him were actually sitting in the sheriff's car for several hours that day while they were investigating, and we took them food and snacks and things like that.
Deborah Wiley says it looked like the family was still holding on.
Other than that, he was friendly. He would wave. The kids were very sweet. They would play out in the yard.
Neighbors told CBS 17 News that Dickens' wife died because of complications during pregnancy back in April of 2024, and that Dickens was never the same person after that.
Heard that he, after his ectopic pregnancy, I guess things got rough. That's pretty much all I've heard.
That was Shanila Kabir reporting.
I ain't gonna lie, I dozed off too. Cause heavy breathing woke me up, so. Wake up. Up. Oh man.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy how I did that again, man.
Yeah, it is crazy.
That is absolutely crazy,
Hey,
man.
I dozed off too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I dozed off and then I dozed off more and woke me up. So I don't know. I guess it hits everybody.
That's crazy, man. Let me see. Let's find out what. Oh yeah, this rapper was killed. Yeah, let's see this.
I found out some more information about the Ari situation, right? Now, of course, we all know that it's BA's baby mama. In that last video I did, I messed up. I said it was his sister, which I knew it wasn't his sister's. Honest mistake. But it was his baby. It was his baby's mama. This is what happened. For one, I noticed a lot of people saying that she had her baby with her. That's false. She did not have her baby with her. That was false. She definitely didn't give up Zoo's location. She definitely didn't give up Zoo's location. My thought on that was how would she have even got Zoo location?
Nigga, the streets watered down. Like them niggas could smoke somebody.
That's the rapper we saw the footage of on OckNationNews.com the other day. That rapper that got killed in broad daylight. I mean, he got laid out. He got laid out, but another person was killed shortly after that in connection to that murder. There was another murder in connection to that murder that I wanted to talk about, but now I'm seeing that I might have to talk about that on the other channel. Some man work fast, man.
New developments tonight in that mass shooting at Lincoln University's homecoming this weekend. According to the Chester County District Attorney, the only suspect arrested did fire a weapon Saturday night, and now his bail is set at $1 million. This comes as we learn more about the victims injured during the gunfire. Action News reporter Amanda Pitts is in Westchester with the latest.
We spoke to an adjunct professor at Lincoln University, one who worked closely with that student who was shot. He visited her in the hospital and says she is on the road to recovery and is a resilient young woman.
This kid is a hard person to make a victim. She is on a track to success, and she will not be stopped.
Josh Maxwell is chair of the Chester County Commissioners and an adjunct professor at Lincoln University. He says the student who's among those injured in Saturday night's mass shooting on campus during homecoming is on the mend and in good spirits.
She knows the challenge ahead, both physically and mentally, and what I can say is that she has a very supportive group of family. She calls them her people.
He says she's president of an organization on campus and is described by Maxwell as an extraordinary student leader.
She's involved with a lot of things on campus, committed to social change and social progress.
While those injured recover and the family of the victim, 20-year-old Juwan Jeffers, mourn their loss, authorities announced today the bail for the man arrested has been increased to $1 million. But the Chester County DA says Zacchaeus Morgan Thompson of Wilmington is so far just facing a firearm charge.
Glock Model 28 .38 caliber semi-automatic pistol that was found in the defendant's possession that night is a ballistics match to a .380 caliber fired cartridge casing found at the scene.
Christopher DeBarena Sorobe says they can't say if a bullet from that gun struck any of the victims. As police continue their investigation, Maxwell says it's on leaders like him to make sure this doesn't happen again.
The fact that this violence would come from out of the area to them means that we're not doing enough to protect them, and the leadership in this county needs to step up.
Now, police ask that anyone who was at that homecoming celebration on Saturday night and might have witnessed anything, might have any information or videos that can help police in their investigation, that they reach out to 1-800-CALL.
New tonight, a 7-year-old is rushed to the hospital after being shot twice while riding in a car in North Philadelphia. Police say the shooter intentionally started shooting into that vehicle. Action News reporter Leland Pinder joins us live outside of police headquarters with the details. Leland.
Rick, that 7-year-old girl in the hospital tonight in stable condition after being shot in the arm. Just before 7:30, police were notified a 7-year-old girl had been driven to Temple Hospital after being struck by gunfire. Responding officers found the shooting scene in a 3000 block of North Marshall Street in North Philadelphia, where at least 5 shots were fired, 3 of them into the vehicle the child was riding in as a backseat passenger. Police say 2 adult family members were also in the car. Police say the Honda sedan was headed south on Marshall when bullets came flying inside. Police believe the vehicle was the intended target.
It was struck 3 times by gunfire, and that's when family realized that the 7-year-old in the vehicle was struck by gunfire, and they drove right to Temple Hospital.
Police say there are several private cameras in the area and they're working to obtain that video. They say video does show the shooter on foot. Now tonight, no arrests have been made and no motive has been released why that car was being targeted. But again, thankfully, that 7-year-old girl is expected to survive. Real life here outside police headquarters, Leland
Penders. Is this the same girl? Okay, I think it's an on
But
duty girl.
first at 10, breaking news out of North Philly. A car is shot at multiple times tonight, sending a 7-year-old little girl to the hospital. The car riddled with bullets. This is the late edition of the 10 o'clock news. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Sheba Russell. Philadelphia police say the child was struck by a bullet and suffered a broken arm, but thankfully is stable. Our Steve Keeley has the details.
The parents' nightmare. It was like 2 bullet holes in the back.
On Brito.
Celadon's 2 daughters and granddaughters, 7-year-old Azuri Ford, had just left his home in Azuri's mother's Honda. Now seen here with bullet holes through it and driven fast straight into Temple's emergency after Azuri was shot just after 7 while in the back seat when a shooter opened fire on the car from just a few feet away here on Marshall Street in North Philadelphia. What did your daughter say happened?
She called me panicking about 10 minutes after she left my house, saying that Azuri got hit. And I'm like, you know, she was panicking. I couldn't understand what she was saying. I was hoping when she said she got hit in a car accident. But then when she hung up and then called me back, I later found out that she had got shot.
That's when a shooter, a male on foot, fires, we believe, 6 shots, striking this vehicle 3 times. 2 of the strikes were in the driver's side rear of the vehicle, and 1 bullet actually penetrated and went into the driver's side rear door.
Okay, so we get it. Little girl got shot. Terrible, man. Terrible situation there, man. Terrible situation there, man. Terrible situation there, man. Salute to Pinky Brown, man. Pinky Brown is in the building, man. Pinky Brown is in the building, man. Pinky Brown is in the building. Shout out to Pinky Brown. Let's see. Shout out to Pinky Brown. I'm gonna go to Twitter, man. Let's go to Twitter, man, and see this shit going on Twitter, man.
Some Twitter streets.
Yeah, see what's going on these Twitter streets, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Also share these videos, man, if you can, man. I'm gonna shut this down. We're gonna go over to OckNationNews.com, man. Everybody, if everybody over there, everybody go over to OckNationNews.com, man. Because some of this Twitter stuff is too real for YouTube. Everyone go over to OckNationNews.com, man. I'm about to shut this down, man, on these streets, man. On these YouTube streets, man. OckNationNews.com. OckNationNews.com. You know the routine, man. OckNationNews.com. You know the routine. You're going over to OckNationNews.com. You know the routine. Link is in the description box. You know the routine. OckNationNews.com. We headed over there, man. That's why I hope you guys we got 123 people that got accounts over there. So, I mean, somebody's got an account over there.
I got mine.
Yeah. We got, OckNationNews.com, man.
Hey, Ock.
OckNationNews.com.
My bad. So I sent you a link. There's a link I sent you. I would say it's like maybe about 3 minutes, but I would say just to kind of watch it and get the gist of it and see if it's something that you want to share to the nation. Okay. But I thought it was very interesting.
OckNationNews.com, man. We about to go see what's going on these Twitter streets, man. OckNationNews.com. 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 Everybody get over there now, man. We shutting all this down. The only place you'll be able to view the show is on OckNationNews.com live stream. It'll be right there, clear as day. Soon as you get to the website, if you got to create an account, you just put your email in there, and then you go straight to the live stream page. Click on the watch now or live stream, whatever. So it'll be very, 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 very evident where to go. It's very easy, manageable site, man. OckNationNews.com. All right. Salute to all you guys, man. I'll see you guys over there, man. Peace out, man. To everybody who's on YouTube and on X, man. Peace out. See you guys over there, man. We continuing on OckNationNews.com.